welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, bienvenidos. My name is Laura, and if you happen to be tuning in and watching me for the very first time, I love to do videos, especially on luxury handbags, great deals and steals, and military discounts for those of you that are eligible. These are my first travel vlogs from our recent trip to Cancun, so thank you for joining me. If this is a destination that you plan on visiting and you're doing your research, as I typically do here on YouTube. So thank you for joining me. I hope you found this information helpful if you are considering the Kukulkán resort, which is what I'll be covering today. If you hear noise in the back, that's Keeks. She's in here with me because my husband's doing therapy, and so I'm keeping her company here in my office so she doesn't bark. So let's get on to day 6. For day 6, we just really wanted to make the best of our last days at the resort, and we enjoyed the beach. So we had a really good beach time. Our last couple of days that we were there, the water was actually clean, which you'll see in the footage. You're not always going to have clean water days, so they are always going to be kind of like a mixed bag. Some days you're going to have really clean water, and some days you're going to have a lot more seaweed than usual because of just the climate change. And so that sargassum is really high in just a lot of Caribbean islands. It's not just Cancun. So, but those last 2 days were really, really nice. The waiters are always very attentive as you are hanging out there by the pool. They come and they bring you the drinks that you want. My tip is, if you want straws, you need to make sure that you get them from the lobby, because they do not give them to you while you are out there in the pool area. If you want a refreshment on your soda, or like you'd like a straw for some of the drinks that you are having, like your cocktails, make sure you get them inside in the lobby before you go outside, which is what I did. We enjoyed our time by the pool. We had really nice views of the water at the beach. We ended up taking a break and went inside. Lunch was actually really wonderful on these days because I wanted a break from always going down in the mornings and having breakfast and ordering my typical omelet, as you've seen in my other videos, and I wanted to change it up. And so we ended up just, sleeping in, just taking our time, getting ready, going out to the pool, or we would go down and have lunch first, and then, go and change and get ready for the pool and just hang out and just enjoy the rest of the afternoon. And the meal was actually really, really good. I highly recommend you make sure that you check out like that buffet during lunchtime, because they do change the items every day. It is not the same items as far as like what they serve. We got to enjoy some time at the beach, getting into the water for a little bit because it was clean. So I'll share that video footage with you, and then I'll check back in with you. Day 6, beach day. Time to enjoy the beautiful view again of the nice beach. Enjoyed a frozen baby mango with a tajin rim and a Miami Vice. And we actually went down to the beach area because the water was nice and clean. It was the long stretch of beach in front of our resort was very nice and clean. There was hardly any of the sargassum seaweed. Here you can see my husband writing in the sand. He does this everywhere we go, at any place we stay at, because he loves beach. So we always look for just fun water destinations, and so we always take a picture of him writing in the sand of when we were there. And the water kept coming up and wiping out his little drawing, his little sketch, so he was having to act rather quickly in order to do his little message for this year, for 2024. But it was just nice to be out there. The sun is very, very high. Make sure you wear your sunblock. So be sure you consistently reapply it, so this way you can prevent burning. But it's just a nice view. We got to just relax. Great water view. They do have parasailing down there that you can take advantage of. I can't remember if they did like jet skis, but you do have the parasail down there for sure. And you do have vendors. It is not a private beach, so there are vendors that are walking up and down the beach. So if you do have any items with you, I would just be mindful not to take any valuables. We didn't see any issues, but just in case, we were able to take a few pictures down there by the water. You do see the police. There are beach police, the policia, that do come down the beaches as well. So we've noticed that these last 3 years. And the waters are high, so just be very, very careful, and it's always a red flag. We went ahead and left our items there where we had our little spot there by the pool without any issues, so we could go inside and have lunch. Highly recommend you go into the buffet and check out the items that are in here that are being served. Really good, a variety of entrees. You had pastas, you had seafood, you had meats, you had chicken and salads. Just a good variety of items, just depending on what you are craving. There is an outdoor grill where they will serve like nachos, hamburgers, and hot dogs, but I wanted to come inside, have a little bit of cool air, and then just sit and have a nice sit-down meal. So here you can see all of the various options: quesadillas, burgers, hot dogs in here as well, tacos that are already prepared. However, there is a taco station, so you can have like a fresh taco made for you. On this particular day, they were doing like little street tacos, and you could get them with cheese, without cheese. They have all of the fixings on the side there at the station. They had seafood, shrimp, you'll see oysters, clams, salmon, but the zarandeando pulpo octopus was delicious. These are the street tacos that I got for my husband. This is the octopus that was super good with the white rice and the black beans. And the little street tacos were delicious with some lime, your fixings and all of that. Very, very good. Highly recommend you go in and try the nice buffet food. And then we finished it off with a nice little small piece of flan for dessert. We returned to the steakhouse for dinner to go ahead and enjoy the steaks here. I had the wonderful devil's egg to start. My husband and I each ordered one. It was topped with a little bit of jalapeno. My husband ordered the filet mignon, which was delicious, and then we both had a lobster mac and cheese, and then I had the surf and turf. Very, very yummy. And we decided to go and have a drink while we enjoyed the evening show. Great drinks, great live entertainment, finally playing some Spanish Latin music after a very wonderful, delicious dinner. Truly enjoyed the entertainment this evening. Loved it. Checking in tonight is day 6, and we hung out by the pool today and then had lunch actually in the buffet. And I actually had a really good grilled octopus. So for those that like pulpo or octopus, they actually had it, and it was better than the one that we had the first night in the Crystal restaurant. So it was really, really good. So if y'all like grilled octopus, and they had a really good zarandeando sauce, very yummy. And then we just pretty much did like a lazy pool day. Last night I forgot to vlog. I vlogged a little bit, but not so much, because we ended up meeting with my Hermes because he actually finally went in. And I was waiting for him to go back into the boutique rather than working with somebody else. So we I made some purchases, got a wish list item, and then we actually walked back because we're not too far from the resort. So it was like 8 o'clock at night. It was like 8:30. So we kind of walked back pretty fast, but we didn't have any issues because we do have to pass a fire department and a police station, so it's not that bad. So that was pretty much the evening. And then we didn't do room service, right? No. We didn't have it. I think we had leftover late night snacks yesterday, but today is Sunday night, and so today they actually had a Latin band that played, and so that was really, really nice. So they were playing I think like around 8 o'clock or so, because they were around 7:30, because they were playing when we were having dinner. And so then when we finished having dinner, we went and sat to go listen to them for a little bit, and then they had a karaoke night, so that one was hilarious because it's the weekend, so there's a lot of people. The resort is full. And so you had a lot of people that had been drinking all day, so that were going out there and drinking. But it was funny to watch. And so then after the karaoke night, then the band came back and played for about like 15, about 30 minutes more. So it was really, really fun. Because finally for us, we actually had Latin music, because there really hasn't been much Latin music since we got here. Because usually when you're hanging out by the pool, they really only played like about 3 or 4 songs. So it was really, really nice to have this full-on Latin band. Because the other night we did have live entertainment, and the young lady was singing a lot of English, and she was mixing some Spanish, but not too much. So it was nice having an all Latin band today. But I want to show you our snacks, because every night pretty much in the evening they do have like almost kind of like a late night buffet. So after the show we were walking back, and so I was like, let me stop to see what they have, and they seem to change it every night. And so tonight we have empanadas. They're nice and fresh. Look at that. So this is our midnight snack, or at least kind of like mine. And then Hubs is gonna help me for a little bit, but then he's gonna order his late night sandwich from room service. But so far it's been a really, really good visit here. So we have just one more night after this, and then we return home. But it's a really, really good resort. So that's been our day, and pretty much tomorrow we'll mostly do the same thing again, lounging out by the pool and then packing everything, because I've got some boxes. I have some boxes that I need to make room for, and all our luggage. So I will check in back with you guys tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to be enjoying our little empanadas outside. We're gonna enjoy our little balcony. So here are empanadas, beer. I have my Coke that I picked up at the Soriana. Look at our view, at least at night. So down here where you see over here, that's the little stage where they're playing the Latin music. And then you have all these tables and chairs out here. So the karaoke was on the other side. So they always kind of ship stages. But you can see the pools from up here. You can hear the water. It's a view. Time for a nighttime treat. It's like ground beef.
What do you call it? I call it
This is carne de, it's just ground beef. Just ground beef. I don't taste any papas. I can't see there's any potatoes. But they're actually really, really good. It's a nice nighttime treat. To all of our military, thank you so much for your service, from my military home to yours. I'll see you in the next one, amigos. Hasta la próxima. Bye-bye.